Hello there, it should now be live. I'm going to first be... Okay, I should now be live. I'm first going to check my own audio and all that before we start. So expect to be, well, seeing something around like 8 o'clock. Let's see, stream manager for Twitch. Testing, 1, 2, 3. That seems fine. The only thing is that the game is not yet set. Where category 0-K. 0K. Done. Updated the stream information. Okay, that's good. It is say unstable, but that's just Twitch being annoying. Okay, so Twitch is going fine. Let's close that one. Next up is YouTube. We seem to be live on YouTube as well. Let's now check its audio as well. Audio seems to be good there as well. Let me just accept those away. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Yep, okay. Put that one to the side. Concurrent viewers 3. Oh no. Test. Chat is working as well. That's good. So then I can mute that one and let's see. Next. It is 5 to... Okay. Let's see. Streamers. Stream Sniper has found me already there. YouTube not yet. Since it won't. Alright. That's the YouTube link. Okay. And onto the YouTube community page. Live now. Time for Fight Club. Fighty Club, sure. And there it goes. Okay. I think that's all. Let's see. Are people already queuing up for Fight Club and all that? They are in game, all of them. So no one's here yet. Let's then first go ahead and watch a Teams All Welcome 4 versus 3. It's a very short one, so by the time it's finished, we'll probably have people playing Fight Club. It's a 4 versus 3 on Sertalina V8 from like a little under 2 days ago. Buy stuff, comments, and stuff comments. Insane game. Well, that's just fabulous. It is. And I will, because that's something that Superintendent Audio, and we want to be turning... what is it? It is... should be under spectating, right? Team information panels. Turn those off. And then I will... Chili spec panel. There it is. I want to try with this spectator panel just a couple of matches just to see how it goes. And, well, if it's too busy and all that, we are going to change it back to the normal one. But I just want to know how it works. One thing, the bars, at least for attrition and all that, don't seem to be all that accurate. So I'm going to keep the standard attrition widget up. And I will also get the wind strength up. Oh wait, no, that's broken because of this spectator panel. I will not be keeping it up. Right. Skip pregame, let's go. So we've got a new spectator panel where we can see commanders, 4 commanders, and 4 commanders, all of them being engineers for Northeast. And why does the game not seem to have any audio right now? Hold on 1 second. Why is the audio now just completely gone? Audio? Oh, I think I do know why. Because I muted it. Ah. There it is. So, 4 versus 3 in the yellow with hovers and tanks. It's Wildermind getting 2 commanders because it's an unmatched. Well, it is matched, but like uneven player count. Their teammate in the orange with Cloakbots is Henry Boy. In the red, it is Killing Time with Rovers. On the other side, we've got Shieldbots for Blue Coltman with a bit of a Felon Rush. Also shields for Purple. David might be Tranked, well, might be assisting with shield sharing and all that later on, but not going to see that yet. And Gunship and for Stuff with tanks for Tarkin. Stuff already plating off of the tank player because Gunship's in a relatively small team game. Well, it is a small team game. Not the most useful, at least not early on. And a definite commander rush over here. Triple commander forwards, double guardian and Batwings help with 1 recon as well. Very scary. Felon on the other side and also completely drained the shield already. So not going to be in the action at all. Other commander also forwards with a knight to assist too. So it is definitely a bit of a rush. All 4 commanders just on the screen right here for Southwest. First factory is going to go down very soon. Over here, commander though for Southwest, the recon, also going down. Just cannot hold off a guardian. And witness me! Ogre getting the last shot off on that factory. And Ripper over here will be fighting against the commander, but this commander should be able to help out and kill it off, or the Ripper just does it itself. Also works. Gnats, a lot of stun, doesn't really say how much, but it definitely should have been enough to stun the commander had they not been killed. So have these shields ran forwards a little bit. And over on this side, well, Ogre with double commander in the back of your base. Factory will be going down, but it's not the most important factory. Yes, it can create gnats, which is very nice against, well, high value targets, against heavies, like these commanders. But at the same time, maybe creating ogres or blitz would be stronger. Still though, this factory also under heavy fire. You've got only single ogre yourself versus 1 ogre from the enemy, and your commander is not creating turrets, so it's actually not that good. I mean, it's only an engineer. Slowdown from the Harpy is important though, because this commander is slowed down 50%, and therefore it still should go down to the Harpy at least. There it goes indeed. Commander though, here, engineer, also going down very soon. There goes. Does this commander stay up? It's a 2v2 in commander count, but this commander is soon to go down. There it goes. Does take the factory with it. Dagger Dog quickly for Northeast indeed, but at the same time they still have this force with Felon and Thug and all that. So they're not completely dead. Eco still ahead, 37 to 33. Though in total value they are definitely a little bit behind. Commanders, they are also up by 1. This commander heavily damaged too. So not exactly amazing. Over here we do have a couple of hovers moving in. A couple of daggers, but yeah, I mean, single loaders is not enough to hold that off. So Northeast definitely still in a bit of a pickle. Eco definitely not as good anymore. Should really be reclaiming, and there is a lot. I mean, there is 2,500 in the back of their base and another 1.8k forwards. So if they can get that, energy is good enough to like keep them in the game. Though, well, with a raid like this, yeah, Caretaker gone, so that's Eco destroyed as well, effectively. So I don't think they're really going to be able to hold on. So, yeah. Total value, they're not that far behind. And on army value, they should even be ahead for now. Eco in the back though, completely uncontested, and they're creating quite a couple of constructors. So if they are able to secure that reclaim, they should be able to press that advantage, get all of those maxes. And well, how does Henry have 3 comms? What do you mean? Henry is orange, who has a single commander. Do you mean constructors? I do not know. What do you see, Targan? Are you hallucinating? I don't know. Anyways, double Felon, a lot of DPS. Commander is definitely not safe there. And Ogre on the other side cleaned up. So, well, with the shield push, that is definitely a good chance Northeast can take it. Eco is still really similar. And they don't have that much on the field. They've got triple Kodachi and a couple of Cloakbots forwards, but that's it. These maxes not being constructed either, so they're not really gaining anything right now. Their eco isn't really expanding at all. So yeah, this should still be for Northeast, even though of course there isn't a whole lot there right now. And Commander now going down. Triple Felon, ooh, that's like 2100, 2400 DPS. Yeah, 2100 DPS just in those. And since there is no Lico, no airplane player on Southwest team, you don't really have anything to counter it. Knights are nice, but you're not getting those, and Ronin is just not good enough. Had you had like Spiders for Scalpel, outranging Felon, it might have been good, but like Ronin's range is good, but like not that good. So it's quite likely to get picked off by Felon if they just ran in a little bit too far. And this is just something you can't really stop. Factory going down already. Might want to have those Felons hold fire though. Just have the thugs clean up factories and all that. Not wasting your shield charge. Still, 4000 shield is left and only 2 Kodachis in the back. Ronins close up, so shouldn't be missing. And both Kodachis gone. Can I have 1 factory, says Killingtime. You've got a total eco of 20 for the entire team. You got a factory, so that's good. You can't really use it. By now, green over here. Welder to construct a couple of metal extractors, and also Commander and Welder should start reclaiming. And I will kill, says Goldman. Yes, you can definitely just kill the enemy outright. You can defend against just a couple of daggers, that shouldn't be an issue. And the only army they've got left is like 1 Ronin. Yeah. Even though it was looking very bad for Northeast, that shield player definitely kept them in the game and should also allow them to win this game. Ogre shouldn't go up. Glaives can probably kill it before they even get it up, and even just now resigning, and that means Team Northeast, after a very heavy push, actually ends up winning. Eco really similar, though I kinda expected Northeast to have a better eco through all of that reclaim. And total value, they were never really that far behind, because they did manage to kill quite a lot in that push. Commanders might have been a bit, well, overexposed, they just pushed in a little too far, sacrificing like 2 commanders and an ogre without killing all that much. But still, good push from Southwest, but does not end up giving them the game. Nope. So, QQ, Steel Blue is AFK, that's not great. Lobsters. Yeah, it doesn't seem like they are actually in a game right now. That's too bad. In that case, we cannot in fact watch Fight Club right now. That's a bit of a shame. In that case, what do we do now? I didn't plan for this. I guess we'll watch a 2 vs 2 Palladium. The one from the thumbnail, on YouTube at least. I mean, that's also a short match, only 11 minutes. On Lime Quad Republic, one of the randomizer maps, where all I know, or at least all I remember, is that we're going to have lobsters throwing things into the lava, magma. I don't know what it's called technically in this case, because it is at the surface. But that's fine. Let's see, what did they call it? Hospital said lava. So that's what I'm going for. Lots of rating and a mirror matchup overall. Oh, overlay, why are you doing that? Do not do that. Oh, it actually just breaks the wind generator thing. Oh well, it's fine. It's just experimental. Last game, which is of course a bit of a meme-ish rush kind of match, so might not have been the best way to show off the spectator panel. This one should be a somewhat more standard. And Palladium, so paying attention to slight attrition tweaks and like eco and all that should be more important this time around. Trixie and I are going to play in 1v1 Pro while we wait. Makes sense. This one is 11 minutes. I'll join you there afterwards. Lizard situation where Lizard appears to be moving his torso east and west in a feminine way. Okay, sure. Lime Quad, Lava ASMR map. Indeed. So, skip. And it is a mirror map indeed. We've got in the light blue teal Coolcat with Cloakbots and an engineer commander, because of course they're pros, of course they're going engineer, with their teammate Low Taper Fade, also known as Chomalongma, in the blue going Amphibots, versus Das Fapital in the red with Cloakbots, and wow, a Strike Commander, how original! And their teammate in yellow, Engineer Commander, and of course Amphibots Factory. That's why it's a mirror. So yeah, also seems like they're going a little more eco-heavy. So I find it surprising. You say double cons, but maybe that's just 2 constructors in total. Anyways, even then, 3.1k army value versus like 3.1. Okay, sure. Not really sure about that. 0.5 wind, how efficient? I mean, it is technically better than solar, but like 1 can be placed there. Oh well. Glaive already trying to raid, does seem to survive, might take the solar panel. Indeed, should be taking that solar panel. And on the northern side, we've got Archer moving in, but 4 versus 1. Glaives are great raiders, so should be taking that, no issues. Losing 2 in the process, but that's still a good trade. Only 130 versus 200 for Archer. Over here also Glaives, but like clumped up a little bit. AoE from Duck doesn't seem to be mattering all that much. But going like, well, it's positive attrition because it was like 265. How does you what? How did you manage to lose 200 with 6? Does that add up? No, that doesn't add up, at least not for me. 3 would be 195, right? Yes. I don't know how you lost an additional 5 metal, but it's fine, I guess. Anyways, up north, a couple of Glaives having to run back because otherwise they get killed off by the Archer. And over here, Reaver already going forwards. Eco is slightly better for Team East right now. And, well, if they are effective at raiding, though not yet, this one should go down though, this Metal Extractor. Glaives are significantly faster than Archer, so indeed cleaning up right there. And 2v1, your Glaives should be better. Indeed, cleaning up. Ah, wow. Really surprised about that, but I guess only one of your Glaives was shooting at a time. Does get cleaned up now, because otherwise you could have easily lost some more eco. Up north, a lot of Glaives, but running into Reaver yourself now. It really is a mirror matchup. Reaver 1 over here, Reaver 2 over there. Though on this side we do already have a couple of Ronins. Archers with Limpet. though you don't really face off against many glaives right now, so Limpet not that useful. And expanding energy grid and all that alongside your metal. Slight advantage right now for Team West though, and that seems to just be from, well, base extraction. One glaive, did manage to get another max up, like killed, and a conch. That's very important. That's another 150 value. And over here, single bulkhead, because, well, that's the nice thing about recent engineer. Recent as in, I believe it's a 7-month-old update, but well, that's recent for me. Yeah, creating bulkhead in front saves a lot of time walking it around, and was able to like start firing at loaders and like Ronins and all that immediately. Down south, ducks being healed up. Seems like you tried pushing into these defenses, though with double Reaver over here, loaders, picket, commander, shouldn't be working out too well. Also, 0.3 wind floor. Those should not be more efficient than solar, right? It's 0.4 they're more efficient, I believe. So especially forwards, where it's, well, pretty exposed, you would prefer to have solars, right? Having the ability to armor up and all that. And can you make me one con, please? Are you going for sneakies? Sneaky lobsters? Who would say? No one knows. Especially not because I already spoiled we would see lobsters throwing things into the lava. Yeah. I didn't spoil anything. Anyways, attrition right now 80% for Team West. Though if they manage to snipe this commander, that could definitely change. I mean, you've got triple Reaver moving forward, so ducks shouldn't really be able to do a lot, but at the same time, Limpet relatively effective, slowing down quite a couple of units, including those 3 Reavers. Ooh, you managed to snipe one, just barely. And in the end, it's a pretty even trade. Up north, slightly better right now for Team East, and a glitchy little bulkhead, okay. But lobster forwards, conjurer as well, that means area cloak is about to go up. And then there is a commander there, a strike commander that you would have been able to see flying in the thumbnail. Should be seeing that good into the lava very soon. Eco right now better for Team West, although, well, yeah, 10 to 20 of that is in reclaim, so technically temporary. Well, it is temporary, not only technically, it just is. But still. Come on, lobster. A 1 and a 2. I mean, loaders cleaned up, that means it's going forwards and throwing it into the lava. Good night, commander. There it goes. Down south though, at the same time, one sliding little commander. Not even moonwalking, just moon sliding. Its way over to a caretaker to heal itself up. Commander for Coolcat, already level 2, but oh, it is just done with its upgrade. So level 2, don't know what you got. What did you get? Yeah, that's not really that useful. Light particle beam, so I think that's your only real upgrade. And I guess the additional construction build power. A lot of forces here. I mean, what do you have? Ducks and a couple of bulkheads. Definitely very nice. And that commander throw was sick. Indeed it was. Ooh, one glaive running around, but that shouldn't be able to do anything. Triple loaders over there. Covering almost everything, and even if they get through, there's another loaders there. Commander is somewhat forwards, but yeah, no real alpha damage there for Coolcat. Best they've got is Phantom. 1500 burst, so should not be killing that commander, at least not one-shotting it. Though maybe if you're able to focus it down with your slings, you can take it under 1500 HP. And yellow is indeed now taking it back. Very nice. for you. Limpet, this time around, just completely whiffing. And Ducks are moving forwards, getting slightly hit, I think, but like, not much. Are able to run through, should be able to kill both of these Maxes. And they are quite a lot faster than Reaver. At the same time though, yeah, you can just keep running. Imp might be able to do anything, might be able to stun them. And is going to just sit there, sacrificing one Metal Extractor, but then making sure that it can't get the second. Though with how they're moving, Imp is unlikely to do anything. Though, well, it's just after the shots, so indeed still taking 5 of them into a 10 to 15 second stun. Nicely done. Should probably take one or two of these Reavers down a little bit south. Just so these two Ducks can't do anything. Over here, Scallops seem to be thrown. Indeed, Lobster throw from there. A lot of DPS on those. Should still be cleaned up though. I mean, it's going to take a little bit of time, but Grizzly should be able to clean them up. And Lobster, not Lobster. The thing with this one, Limpet was able to slow them down, so Ducks cleaned them up. Still didn't feel like it was an amazing fight, and indeed only 1,000 to 800 for Team East. Eco right now 70 to 56, with 10 of it being reclaim. So slightly ahead for Team East, and in energy the same thing. A little bit ahead, not by much. Total value, they are a little bit ahead as well, 2,000, that's about 10%. And Phoenix, I mean, is very nice against Phantoms, but it is also getting sniped. They only have 1400 HP, indeed they do. Whereas Phantoms, of course, 1500 burst, so can one-shot them before they drop their bombs. These Phantoms should also be... They are not, in fact, going to be ignoring Swifts, so you could sacrifice... Come on now. That's what I mean with, like, take one of your Reavers south. It hurts. I mean, you're losing another 2 Maxes, though maybe not for long. I mean, you've got an idle constructed there. Losing 2 Glaives already, can easily lose a 3rd. And there it goes, indeed. 4th is kind of unlikely, but a 3rd Max is gone. Very good raid by Team East. And I want to play, but no one is playing. Ooh, too bad, Cloudy. Fight Club is presumably happening, though the bot seems down right now. Spider Switch over here from Das Fapital is nice because you can just go over the mountain. Whereas the enemy needs their Lobster, of course. And down south, all of those cloak bots have been cleaned up. Lobster throwing in Grizzly. So Commander, I mean, it's already digging down because it is going to need it. But still, it should go down. If the Grizzly decides to fire upon it. And it has decided to do that, just not in time. There it goes. I mean, one shot by anything pretty much. Come on, take one duck there. Please. Come on, it's less than 80 HP. And Lobster. In a 2. That's too far. Too bad. But so, Team West giving it up right there. Eco, in total, slightly ahead by Team East at the last little bit. And were you really now going for Scorpion? And it was almost up as well. Okay. That's very nice. I mean, value killed. Yeah, you were ahead by quite a large margin. Which allows you to, like, get such a thing up. Yeah. Oh, that's what lost them the game. They exceeded for Team West. And what? He's been idle on Discord for like 45 minutes. That's not great. Playing 1v1 pro until Steel Blue remembers its Fight Club. Yeah. I guess that is something you can do. Been running for 13 minutes already though. That's a little bit sad. Is there a FP32 or FP64 dragon? Floating point? 32? You mean? Huh? Neutrino Dev, I do not know what your question is. I think you mean floating point 32 bits? Not sure. Also, welcome. I mean, I haven't seen Kotlot, Cloudy, or Neutrino Dev before. At least I don't think I have. Names do not really say anything to me right now. Yeah, no, they really just don't. I am just going to join this one. The Pro 1v1 spectate. Although this one definitely is not going to be like a serious cast since we join halfway through, or maybe even at the end. Oh, and the Porksoft, the first one to say anything. I did not see you before either. Hey! Look at the map! I believe I recognize this map. It is a little bit flashy lights though because of the speed up. So I'm not really going to be zoomed out during the speed up. Don't think people are going to like that. And what? Now the wind widget is working. There's something weird with the next gen spec panel. That it breaks the wind strength thing. 20 more seconds. I mean, at this stage, I do think Thrixie is going to win this. Shieldbot factory forwards, rover assembly at home, and inefficient wind at home as well. Though right now it is 1.1, so it's pretty decent. Still though, yeah, those values are not lining up. So yeah, maybe if we give it a second, it's going to be correct. But it does not really seem like it. Right, now that we have Thrixie, you storage spammer. I see 5 storages here. Never too safe for an urchin. Yeah. I mean, sometimes you just kind of misclick that and you try to build a pylon, I guess. And rather than going like X, you go CX and you build an urchin by accident. Oh well. Anyways, good road numbers there for Thrixie. So yeah, those are doing a lot of damage. I mean, each one of their missiles is 330 burst. And they can dodge bulkhead shots pretty well, I believe. I mean, and otherwise the shields will just do the soaking of damage for you. Though right here you don't really have shields, so the bulkheads are working away at your stinger and loaders and all that. Both have lost their commander. Stewart is forgetting they've got units, and there they go. Good job remembering that. I mean, that's a lot of value. They've got 2300 value just sitting idle there. And over here, Single Mason is reclaiming, not reclaiming commander though. And he could have made Crow. Singularity in the middle of your base. Amazing overdrive for Thrixie. So yeah, eco 86 to 48. Even though Stewart has the better attrition, according to the attrition widget. Yeah. Thrixie really should just be able to survive and like push forward with just how much eco they've got. Total value, they're way ahead as well, I assume. Yeah, but like 10,000. It should be a matter of time before Thrixie wins it. Scorpion on the field as well. Right there. with for Aegis as well. Espers. Aegis is the stationary one, which they do not have. Okay. Scorpion could easily get uncloaked just because Bulkhead like accidentally hit it. And it's not ideal at fighting Bulkheads, at least not when it's not doing the whole infiltration part of its job. Stunning 2, killing a 3rd. Though, might have been just better if you had taken your Scorpion around and like healed the base. I think that would have been more worth it, but it's fine. It is. Couple of Bulkheads forwards, but also like no defenses there, no support. So even just one Thug and one Scorcher should probably be able to just move forwards and kill them, I assume. Second Scorpion, third Scorpion. Trixie really just wants to go for the Strider army. Yeah, I mean it can definitely work just because 125 eco. Like how? Reclaiming 50, overdrive 29. Phoenix to kill up the last, clean up the last couple of Scorchers. And over here, Scorpion, cloaked up, will be able to clean these Bulkheads up. One Phoenix is not enough. Bulkhead is quite bulky, as the name implies. And he's on 100 metal, giving away a win. Although he could just make Crow. Trixie is not going to be giving away the win. They might just want to go Paladin or like Detriment. Not sure. I mean, they seem to be focusing on Swift right now, which is very much a surprising thing. And damn it, GG. Definitely a pretty good match, it seems. Although Trixie kinda steamrolled. Was always ahead in eco. And in value as well. Lobby message, 0 out of 2, waiting. Hey, there it is. Second blue is up, the bot is working. Away. And I forgot. Oh no, Steel Blue. You shouldn't be doing that. Also, for Cloudy, I want to play but no one is playing. Get into the like hashtag FC channel in game, and you can just queue up, and if a second player also queues up, you can play. It's not like the normal matchmaking where you have to be with a certain rank and all that. So yeah, Fight Club is now going. Platka for FC Arena. What? Barrowmans versus Arena. What's the difference? I don't know. Was this one you made yourself? Huh? FC? Here. I don't know if there is a difference. I'm just going to join this one. And we're off! It is in the blue. Oh, and also, like, let me just fix this real quick. In the blue, it is Trixie with Rovers and an Engineer Commander, Thera. Versus in the red, it is Stuart98 with Cloakbards. So it is a Rover versus Cloakbards. Whereas, yeah, I mean, Rovers you don't often. And oh, that is a damn shame that you had your gremlin spotted. It's time for you to dodge, and it seems like you are dodging quite well. And you are going to get the scouting on the enemy base that you want. Still though, it is a little bit expensive, 120 value in a gremlin that, well, isn't really going to do anything. Maybe later on in the game, if the enemy goes gunships or airplanes, it can do some damage, but that's unlikely. And even then, the investment early is way more significant. Still, Double Scorcher, not able to do anything. Maybe they were afraid it is a Scythe rather than a Gremlin. And oh man, you had it spotted in the base? I mean, yeah, they spotted it. They definitely spotted it. Say goodbye to the Gremlin. Oh man. I mean, that's 120 value. It's not cheap. There it goes. I mean, it's already giving not much, but like 48. Yeah, how? You walked into the factory. Anyways, how? I'm not going to say it. I don't know, LMU. It's fine. It was the factory. If they want to know, they can just watch it back. Anyways, yeah, the Scorchers and Darts moving forward, way outnumbering these Glaives as well. Superior everything pretty much for the Rover player. So yeah, 10% DPS, 10% attrition for Stuart. Not looking good at all. Even just one Reaver is unlikely to do anything. But how did you get my Glaives get slaughtered? Man, you had like a couple of them versus a significantly bigger Rover army. They slowed down very well. They didn't all focus on a single Glaive with their darts. And then the Scorchers just cleaned it up with DPS. Too bad, so sad. Already not looking too hot for Stuart. It really isn't. I mean, maybe they can raid with Glaives, but this map is pretty closed off. At least the home base is. With only like 2 entrances. Where one of them can be easily defended with Lotus and the other one could also be defended with a single Lotus. If you want to. Commander going forward into Eco as well. Already ahead in Eco. Though that seems to be from Overdrive. Since they have better Overdrive grid, I guess. Though, maybe? I mean, it's only 0.6 right now. So, wind isn't that good. But with getting up all of this Eco and all of these, yeah, their Eco lead should be expanding. So, press on and like, yeah. Panzer is going to be very nice against Lotus. Lotus already not ideal when higher up. And Reaver also like, well, countered by Fencer. Yeah, running into a Ripper, already not good. 260 value lost there for Stuart. Heavily damaged all of these Glaives. They will heal up very quickly as well, 20 per second per Glaive. But still, that is not what you want. Reaver is once again moving forwards, but like, yeah, 4%. You've killed a second dart now. It is impressive. 9% attrition and not giving up. I mean, over here, you did a pretty decent job, but like, yeah, decent, not good enough. You made 50 value there, right? I mean, you killed 50 more than you lost. But when you're this far behind, that's not good. 6 eco behind right now, 41 to 34. And also, of course, that attrition. Commander moving forward is a little bit exposed, but Stuart doesn't have anything nearby to really clean it up. Army value for them is definitely not good. Army value over here, 500, with another 500 there, so yeah. Out of the 1500 they've got, that's pretty much all of it. One Lotus cleaned up, and, well, Scorchers quite long range right now, so not ideal. Since their damage increases, well, inversely proportional to their range. As in, like, if you're on top of them, they are insanely good DPS. And over there, well, Commander, it is a little bit exposed. And maybe if the Knight is able to stun it, It's okay, but like, you know, single stun, Scorcher cleans up the Knight, and now you just run away from those couple of units. Stuart is going for geothermal, very efficient energy source of course, and they also kind of need it because they're going Phantom, which costs 5 energy to keep up when it's walking around, and a little bit less when... Why glitch out into Shieldbot's factory? Okay, yeah, the overlay is actually just kind of bugged. Sure. It's fine. Reaver almost got caught there by the Dominatrix, but didn't. Phantom is a decent way to take care of Dominatrix because you do one-shot them. And, well, you also outrange them and they don't see you, so they can't really capture you. Still, you're also almost twice as expensive. And one of these, like, well, meme units, specialized units, let's call them that, because that is what they are. Yeah, not ideal if you're like this far behind and you have no good targets for them. Taking one fencer or two fencers down with them is just not going to matter when you're quite far behind. Still though, right now 30 eco versus 38. Trixie has fallen behind. This eco had been cleaned up by the glaives. This is cleaned up. This, well, the was for Stuart, but like Trixie wasn't able to capture. And Overdrive also now better for Stuart. Partly due to the geothermal, of course, giving you 25 energy. And they've also got this part of the map. Well, this part of the map. So, yeah. Trixie should be getting up that eco. They are. And now that is actually a pretty good target for those Phantoms, with Felon coming up. Felon, of course, drains his own shield, and it is only a little over, like, one-shot territory for Phantom. So you only need to damage it a little bit, and then your Phantom can just pick them off. Up north, well, still keeping Trixie away from all of the deco, though they are going to get the corner. Phantom once again getting one kill on a, I would assume, fencer, since that's the one you had the most of. And are you just going to stay with your Phantoms as your shield ball defense? It seems like it, at least for now. And that's definitely a very, well, it is a good choice, it is. Trixie not really pushing in with them, no support, so well, there is a little bit of support coming. There is no real shield ball, except for the Felons right now though. And Stuart already cleaning, well, catching up in attrition, 80% now. Clawing their way back. Ooh, just barely not getting any of this. Mason 6.1 HP, Lotus 100 HP, Scorcher also 160 HP. So, a bit of a shame. Dirtbags to uncover the Phantoms, though unlikely to have these uncovered, at least not right now. This one might still get uncovered, and indeed it does. And now all of those dirtbags pile up on that Phantom. It's only 560 HP, so not exactly a very sturdy unit. And down it goes. Already making up for all of those dirtbags. This though, ooh, Dominatrix just barely surviving. And Knights to drain all of the shield, but right now you don't have your Phantoms close, so you can't pierce the shields and destroy those Felons. Over here, Stinger is up, is cleaning up the eco, and so somewhere the commander for Trixie has already gone down, except no it hasn't. The overlay is just bugged from the start. Right. Okay. And a nice capture on the Knight. It is heavily damaged, so unlikely to do anything, but still can soak a little bit of damage, maybe stun a Ronin or two. And Shield Ball, as usual, hard to stop. Phantom is coming in. Might still not be enough. I mean, it's one Phantom versus quite a good Shield Ball. You are likely still going to pierce the shield because shield is gone. And you can one-shot a Thug. Though getting a Felon right now is unlikely, since they're in the middle of the ball. Up north, push by Stuart is going quite well. I mean, Phantoms are still alive. There are just a couple of Thugs here. Assault, not exactly a good unit to push into enemy units. So, are also getting cleaned up by the Phantoms. Now, with Scorches and all that coming in, might be a different story, but even then, Double Knight is very good. So, singular Scorches are not going to accomplish anything. And even now, Shield Ball, but like spread out, so can also get picked off by Phantom. Still should be able to push these units back, but I don't think they're going to lose them. Down here, well, Army Force Stuart looking a lot better. And right now, total value, pretty even. Trixie with a lot more army value, presumably. And they get one Phantom and the second one as well. Are they able to push with this though? I mean, it is quite a couple of Thugs. So into a couple of loaders you should be able to go. But their eco is still behind. Base extraction of 18 versus 32, so way behind. Currently not reclaiming either, so yeah, 39 to 60. 32 to 55, okay, sure. Way behind, like 50% or so. Geothermal being upgraded as well. How long is the wait? 75%, so is going to be up soon, and then the overdrive for Stuart will be amazing as well. Trixie still not going for their own geothermal. A little bit surprising maybe. I mean, geothermal is already efficient. And especially if you upgrade it. If it's upgraded, it's more efficient than a singularity. And there it is. Overdrive shooting up from 8 to 14. That's overdrive energy. I didn't pay attention to the metal. Still, going from like 8 energy into 100 energy into your overdrive grid. Yeah, that is going to give you a lot of eco boost. 65, 72 eco. So yeah, definitely going up by a lot. Also allows you to get up more Phantoms without really suffering the consequences of that energy upkeep. So might be able to push back against shield balls and all that, though I still find it a little bit unlikely for you to really push these. Might be good to just get something like either Cloak Snitches, I mean that's somewhat viable since you already have a Cloakbot factory, or just going for the standard Lico and all that. Just to bomb the shield ball. Dirtbags are once again running in, might uncover one Phantom, doesn't seem like it since they're focusing on nothing really. And Phantom over here is going to get uncovered and killed. The other one is seemingly going to stay up. But pushing in, Commander has been killed. Over here, well, Phoenix from Trixie is bombing the Knight and the Ronin that's in their base. And one Knight can actually still kinda push there, since there is only a single picket. But doesn't seem like they're going to have all that much to raid. I mean, they're idling, so not doing anything. Over here, Shield Ball is, well, somewhat drained, so also somewhat vulnerable to Phantoms and all that. Felon at 80 HP only. And just do snipe first Felon, second Felon as well. And Phantom is still alive. Are you just bombing the Cloakbots or are you trying to find the Phantom? I mean, Cloakbots are low HP, so Phoenix is of course very effective against Ronins and Reavers. And Phantom could easily get uncovered as well. I don't think a single Phantom goes down if they just move through the fire. But if a couple of the bombs land on top of it, it does go down. Unit value, as in army value, is a lot better than it was for Stuart a little bit ago. And 3.2 thousand reclaim should, looking at current map control, all be for them. This eco is still gone for Trixie. So 47 to 30. Stuart with bad attrition is still pushing forwards. Phoenix does not go down. I mean, the Gremlin would have made cost had it not been killed. At least it would have done some damage. And Phantoms over here, I mean, 100 HP. Ooh, Ronan just barely, not barely. Not piercing the shield, so does not end up killing the Felon. But once this one reloads, it might still go down. There it goes. Good night. Over here, another Felon going down. Phantoms definitely doing a good job. Gremlins coming out on the field as well. Not the scout for the Phantoms, just to take care of the Phoenix, I would assume. And just bomb the Sniper's Lob. Yeah, that's kind of what I said as well. Like, you can uncover them and quite easily kill them. But of course, they are also one-shot by Phantoms. And you don't always know where they are. Doesn't seem like you know, at least. And ooh, Phoenix. Out of ammo. That's too bad. Phantom. Ooh, nope. Felon not going down. Geothermal still good. Still healthy. Quite a couple of maxes that could be getting some overdrive by Stuart. But not really needed either. I mean, eco is already way better than for Trixie. And now are going to start uncovering some Phantoms, with quite a couple of dirtbags coming in. But is it going to be too little too late? Your attrition is still good. I mean, it's only 88% for Stuart, but that eco is like more than double. And they've also surpassed you in army value for now. Well, at least they have done so. Not for now. I expect Stuart's eco, like army value, to stay above that of Trixie. Since, well, if you do this, I don't think Trixie is really going to win this match if they're bombing their own base. Yeah, Trixie, why did you do that? Was there a single unit here? Single or a couple of gremlins there? A single gremlin does not really seem worth it to bomb your own base. Or, oh well. Geothermal is now finally going up, but indeed I do think that's going to be too little. And too late. Phantom going to get uncovered though, I would assume, but it is not in fact happening. Oh, it was close. But again, very close. But yeah, Dirtbag's not in fact finding the Phantom. Phantom's not really finding anything either though. And the shield ball over there. I mean, it's still a pretty healthy shield ball, 2800 value. It's just that all of that reclaim, that 3.2 thousand that we had before, is now turned into 6,000. But still not really easy for Trixie to get. Most of it should still be for Stuart. Over here, Caretaker is going to be reclaiming. Doesn't have all that much in range, at least not anymore. And what happened? Well, the thing that happened was just that your eco became too much for Trixie. They just weren't able to keep up with your eco. Still, yeah, you were winning until you weren't. I felt like their shield balls should have been able to push in, but I don't really know what happened either. They just seem to lose them, yet the attrition has not swung into Stuart's favor. Phantom just too strong? But yeah, I think the eco is going to be the major factor there. Because yeah, the early geothermal and advanced geo as well. well, just allowed you to get up all of those phantoms and get up a significantly better eco. I mean, you were raiding this the entire time, whereas Thrixie had not been doing that. Even though on this side, yeah, this one is defended quite well. This is just defended by a single Lotus. That could have easily gone down. And bad micro, I think, is also an option. And Dante, I don't think it's going to go up. I mean, it's on low priority as well. Well, low priority, yet all of the metal is being pumped into it, since everything else is idle. Still, 1400 value left to go, so I don't think it's going to go up. Shield Ball, heavily damaged, and now Ravagers. The assaults, the late game raiders from Rovers. Going to push in, and, well, should really now just end the game, right? I mean, they are going to run up, find the Dante. 12 seconds, maybe it goes up. No, right? I mean, it's 10,000 HP, so it's not really going to go down that quickly either. And there it is. If it immediately, like, uses its manual weapon in their own base, not ideal either, right? I mean, the Ravagers are all gone. Your factories aren't yet. And lol, GG. I mean, that does still seem fair. But yeah, eco. Look at the eco difference. So, army, or like total value, seemingly quite similar until, well, the eco for Stuart kicked in. I think that's how they won, at least. Like, yeah, here, all of a sudden, way better eco than Thrixie. Because Thrixie was being raided, and then just Stuart ran away with it. Army value was better for Thrixie at some point, but they weren't really able to utilize their shield ball. Should I give way? Yes. What? Oh, there is a tournament scheduled. Yeah, that's for the 21st, I believe. That was intense. Indeed it was. I mean, I'm kind of surprised Stuart ended up winning that. Yeah, because Thrixie really should have won that. But I think the eco being raided and not for Stuart, well, ended up handing them the win. Shifted back by 1 week. Yeah, right. And Roast you. What's going to be the best? Vax and Hopley. In game for 7 seconds. This one is 11 seconds. And the other one, let's see. 3 minutes 15. 35 seconds. Let's not watch Stuart, because we've seen Stuart way too often. Let's go for this one. Spectate. Ooh, it's Gotta. Gotta versus Hopley, I believe. I do not remember. And there it is. We've got a... audio. I have to reset that one as well. But also spectator, team panels. Let's go for standard. We've got a matchup between, in the red, it is Gotta with Empaths and of course an engineer commander. Bulkhead, indeed, as their blueprint. Versus Dots, so that means it's Rovers for Thrixie in the blue, also with commander. With Fencer as their blueprint. 2 units that have like a relatively similar role. Both being stop the fire and both being like support slash artillery slash skirm. Oh, Dot is going to end up raiding a little bit here. Dot is a bit too slow, so Metal Extractor slow down. But Dot also going down. So yeah. Ego slow down a little bit. And over here Scorcher now should be able to advance, but Duck will probably be up in time. And Thrixie, oh no, it's a pause call for Thrixie. Anyways, this is, I don't know what the map is called exactly, it is Red Comet, that's it, of course it is. Red Comet is a very flat map, so that's why you often see, well, rovers. Since they're a lot faster, of course. And Amphibolt is just a strong factory. Even though it really shouldn't be. I mean, on a map like this, very flat, no water, I don't think Amphibolt should be viable. But I guess in the hands of God it is. We've got a bit of a slowdown because of the call. And okay, back go for Thrixie we go again. Right now, Gotta with, well, not really amazing attrition, losing one duck, only getting a kill on a single dart. But over here, Eco is pretty safe. The Scorcher is not going to go down, but it's also not really doing any damage. I say it's not going down, right? Yes, okay, good. Take it back, please. Thank you. The other way, one might be able to run around without the dots noticing, because, well, they don't have radar. Only Commander is radar for them. Same on this side for Thrixie though. But yeah, still, taking Scorchers both back. Maybe one could have done some damage, since there is only a single duck in the base. But we don't know, because we're not going to see that. Scorchers all just going back. 4 Scorchers can definitely do a lot of damage, but, well, yeah, all of them are already quite damaged. And a damaged Scorcher is worse, in my eyes, than a damaged Dart, because Dart is burst damage, 130 burst. So even if it's able to just get off one shot, it's, well, doesn't really matter, it's damaged. But a Scorcher, since it's like a DPS weapon, it first needs to get in range, then it needs to get in close, because otherwise it doesn't have any DPS anyways. So by that time it's already dead if it's a damaged Scorcher. Still, all of them have been healed up, repaired by the Commander. So now are able to do a lot of damage, you would assume. Still, chasing Dot is not great though. Since a lot of them were damaged, it also doesn't matter all that much, and you take a very good fight. Anyways, 320 value made, not losing a single Scorcher. Still, will have to heal them up. And up north, ooh, Commander seems to have spotted it with its radar. But you can still do a little bit of damage with a 50 HP Scorcher. Armor of Conch, so it doesn't really take any damage. And Scorcher is not able to outrun the rocket, the missile, so does go down. Down south, all of the Scorchers are being healed up, almost done there, and the next batch is already running forwards. Eco is significantly better for Goda. Forwards position for the Commander, didn't really have to heal up any of their units, so a lot less idle time for their Commander compared to the one from Thrixie. So also has good army on the field. A little bit more spread out compared to what Thrixie has, with all of them pretty much being in the south. And Picket is going to be up in order to take care of the Dart, that's not a problem. And the Scorchers aren't really able to push in there anyways. Now though, I mean, it's a pretty even numbered fight, which should be an advantage for the Scorchers, but long range, so don't deal any DPS. It's a 300 DPS weapon, the Heat Ray, yet it does no damage, pretty much. It does do damage, but like not a lot. Look at the fight, 640 versus 860, so a way better fight for Goda. Oh, this is a bit of a shame though. So it's not that much better. For Thrixie on this side. Still, does not manage to take the position. And now we do have a couple of fences coming up. Not from the Commander, just by building them from the factory. Over here though, Bulkhead is being constructed by the Commander. So even though, well, there aren't any defenses here, so not really needed to go Bulkhead. You will have a Bulkhead forward quite soon. Saves on quite a lot of, well, walking time, since Bulkhead is a very slow unit. So we'll immediately start assaulting down the Solar Collector and then the Metal Extractors as well. Over here, fences might get caught out. Not really. It's fine. Are now shooting at loaders. So that's what I mean, like, yeah, it's a bit of an artillery support skirmish role that they fill. Just like Bulkhead. Over here, Single Scorcher doing a very good job. Of course, when being chased, it does a lot of DPS. And it really should be able to clean up everything over here, since all of the ducks are moving forwards. Couple of limbs here for Gora. Don't hit their own team, but are able to hit, well, just a single fencer. So definitely not worth it. Only 87% attrition for Gora. Still, better you go. And WTF, yeah, you didn't kill it. And if you don't kill it, it kills you. And does barely take another Metal Extractor with it. So definitely a very good attrition by that singular Scorcher. Or like 2 Scorchers, I believe it was at first. But still, I mean, it's a lot of dots from Gora. Total army value over here, 2,800 in those. Whereas, yeah, you only have 1,000-ish on the field right here. A lot of it has to stop the fire. And fencers are not that quick. They're a lot faster than Bulkheads, but not as fast as Duck, at least. Not effectively, because you have to stop the fire so you can stutter step. And all of them being cleaned up. Single Scorcher, once again, able to run forwards. And we'll be cleaning up Morrico and another conch. Once again, Singular Scorcher makes all the difference. And over here, Ripper is trying to make the difference as well. AoE on it is very good. And it is able to hold off most of, well, it is able to hold off the units from pushing in. But still, Commander over here going down for Thrixie. Seems like they did already manage to build a storage. Maybe it wasn't time, maybe it wasn't, I don't know. And over here, another raid by the Rovers. Though this one should be stopped in its tracks before it does a lot of damage. By all of those ducks. Over here, already GG, well played, since, yeah, you can't stop the ducks. And indeed, just, there is a lot of value on the field for Gora. A little bit like the last match with Stuart. Metal effectively just gives them the win. I mean, and also that the last couple of fights were really good for Gora. If you look here, yeah, total value was pretty similar most of the match. But at the end, losing a lot of value. Both here, with all of those rovers and commander and all that going down. And in the north as well. And since it is Fight Club, we don't get the endgame thingy. So, let's see, who is the next? Fight Club! 4 seconds, it's between Sixie and Thrixie. Sixie and Thrixie, okay. That one's been going for a while, so I guess this is the one. Actually, no, leave, don't go there. This one. Since this one has not started yet. Oh, my bad. I thought it could have been a rejoin already. Sorry. Map. What map are we going to be playing? It's not Desert Plateau. It is Sertalina. Sertalina. Just like the very first replay of the day. That one was a 3 versus 4. This is going to be a 1 versus 1 between the Goose and Gora. Definitely going to be a very difficult match up for the Goose. So, Flight Club is active. Yes, indeed it is. Okay. And placeholder Grave. Yes, okay. Sure. No real things there. Okay, good. Mute spectators, mute lobby, mute, reclaimable allies, yes. Game speed 1, of course. But good luck, have fun. Since this is one that we're starting right from the start, I am going to try and use this spectator panel once again. Though apparently I can't do that because... oh wait, no, that's the one in settings. Settings, audio, because I keep forgetting that. And settings, spectating, player view, not player view, it is team panels, turn it off, close, re-enable this one, and it is ready to go, just in time. Because Gada and Goose are already in their corners. And going forward in the blue, it is Chungoose, or Chunk Goose in this case, with Rufus, versus their teammate, or like clanmate in plot, it's Gada with Enfbot once again. Is Gada just OP and going for Enfbot, or is it actually just such a good factory? Who knows? No one knows. It is a fencer rush for Chungoose. Interesting. A weird one as well, though maybe? I mean, yeah, one max into running forward does make sense, since that way your energy and metal will be equal. Since of course you normally start with 4 metal, 6 energy from your commander, and you get the 2 extra metal from the metal extractor. Right, upgrading the commander already. Assault commander, Guardian. So yeah. Ooh. Also, distracting Gada, not going to complete their metal extractor either. And do you know the answer to Fencer Rush? I would assume so. Stutter stepping with their fences, though not using all of them, now are going to do that, though they're facing off against Bulkhead. A bit of a counter, maybe? I don't think so. They're going to try. And nano frame spam from a Chungoose. Though, yeah, that's not going to work with the commander in range. And it's not distracting Bulkhead at all either. Since these are not radar frames, like radar dots. They're actually just in vision, so they should know not to fire upon them. And yeah, the rush has been stopped. You've got 2 fences left, one of them heavily damaged. And the other 2 just chasing after a couple of ducks. It's a wild goose chase? No, it's a duck chase. But yeah, factory shouldn't be able to crash her. Really now? I think you misclicked, but like... okay, sure. Still, it's not over. Gada is still under a little bit of a threat. But yeah, already outnumbering the fences with their own bulkheads, which are stronger, 1v1. Significantly so even. And Commander should be able to push just forwards into the Lotus, and otherwise Bulkhead can just clean up the Lotus for you. Factory for Chungoose has been cleaned up, so it's just the Commander left, and it's going to be over in just a couple of seconds. A GG! And that is something I cannot read. Chungoose, learn to write. Though I do know that it's a little bit difficult in-game. Are the stats important? No, they are not. So we're going to just exit to lobby. Bulkhead OP. I mean, not really. It's just that Fencer Rush can be stopped, and if it is responded to, if you do respond to it, yeah, it doesn't really work. Fight Club, Chungoose, Stuart, or Plot Facts? Which one are we going for? Because this one is 6 minutes in, I don't want to go there. Do I get an answer? If not, I am going for the one that starts later. So that's going to be Stuart Chungoose, I think. No, actually, Facts I have not seen right, well, today at all. So, Facts it is. Give metal, give energy, give selected units, and invite to shared unit control. Very nice features, of course. And get out of my swamp! It is a swampy map. Indeed, it is. Not sure what the name is. It is that spaghetti. Sure. Is this actually water? Indeed it is. It is -10, so bots can pass through it. Yeah, -10 at the deepest point. But it is indeed a swamp. A lot of water. So Gara, with their usual Env bots, I assume, is going to be OP. Is going for a bit of a weird spot. Since, yeah, here you do have all of those metal extractors close. So, in the blue, we've got Fax with the Blastwing Factory. It is gunships and an engineer commander. Versus in the red, their doom. It is Env bots for Gara. And that means GG, wrap it up, you've lost. Though on a map like this, a large map, a lot of metal, gunships can work. At the same time, Gara is the one who came up with the Blastwing meta, though that was with the old Blastwings. So I don't think it's going to work against them. At the same time, they are not prepared for it. So you might be able to take them. That though, Fax. Bruh, indeed, like no. Okay, wrap it up, it's over. Gara also incredibly greedy, going triple conch before going any army. Probably with the assumption that the enemy units are just not going to be in their base in time. I mean, Blastwing of course very fast, so it was there before you made your own docks. But something like Duck itself, or Glaive, or Bandit, it would not have arrived here yet. 2 Blastwings are needed to take care of a single metal extractor, but yeah, already wasting a lot of them. 6 Blastwings have gone down, and you only managed to take down 2 little metal extractors, with constructors very close by. So yeah, even the potential eco lost by Gara, if you like count that all up, it's not that much. And sure, you're having like nice little wind generators, 0.1 wind floor each, though right now they are doing a very good job. 2.4 each, so efficient indeed. They are going to fall off a cliff very soon. Metal energy is already going down, it seems. And, well, once it does, all of the metal, like all of the overdrive, is going to disappear as well. Right now you're already behind an eco by quite a lot, 23 versus 17. And if you lose all of your overdrive, you're going to drop down even more. So right now it seems like the wind generators are not doing too poorly, though there it goes. 1.0, and they're slowly going down. The fax machine has been upgraded, though I don't know why. I mean, there's not that much use for it, I think. And over here, I mean, double locust is pretty strong. At the same time, water, so ducks just regen. Not by a whole lot, since it's not deep water. But yeah, locust don't have DPS. They've got like 30, 40, 60 DPS. Not that bad. Still not great, not for their cost at least. And been driven away. Attrition is okay. But value, 5.2k versus 4.7. 500 behind already, that's 10%. Going for Caretaker, okay, sure. Revenant, it's going to take an hour before it goes up. Hour being 1 minute. But yeah, I do know why people, or at least I think, I know why people go for like somewhat strange strategies against Gara. Being the fact that they don't think they can win in a straight fight, and I can understand that. Since God is of course like the #1 player. Right now at least. So yeah, having to go for something like a Panzer Rush or gunships, it does kind of make sense. And as you can see, gunships can work. They are raiding the eco very nicely, distracting a lot of value of ducks. They're currently holding back almost 1,000 metal worth of ducks. With how much? 660 in Locust. And God is not really able to push forward because of it. They are doing that on this side, but it's still going to take like 20 more seconds before that in your base. Don't think... Maybe you spotted the ducks, maybe you didn't, I don't know. Even though... I mean, if you're taking your Revenant back, you probably saw them. Though it doesn't seem like you're taking your Revenant back, per se. So I don't think you know about these ducks, and if they do get into your base before you're or getting up anything else, and a Wasp is not going to be enough, then it might just be GG. 7 ducks, that's more than enough to take care of 2 Lotus. So yeah, unless you have like 1 or 2 Harpies very close by, I think you're going to lose your base. And the Revenants, if they even like try to go back, are too slow for that. Cleaning up 1 duck, I mean it is without losing any HP on your Revenant, so that's not too bad. And you're once again going to be cleaning up some eco. First Metal Extractor going down. Revenants, a lot of HP, so they don't really care that much about sitting in Lotus Fire for a couple of seconds. But there it is. Gotta is in your base. And just like that, it's GG, right? I mean, I definitely do think so. Though, I mean, you've lost a couple of ducks already. 3rd Lotus is going up. You can get up a couple of Blast Wings. Get a lucky shot on the ducks, since they sit still. And you can definitely kill them. After which, it's all of a sudden not looking too bad. I mean, a positive attrition. Eco over there, eco over here as well. So yeah, 38 eco versus 35. You've actually managed to surpass Goda in eco. And total value, you're very close. 500 off. You're not that far down. Single little duck is still alive. It is able to just sit out of range of the Lotus, so should be able to kill 2 Metal Extractors. Unless you take your Blast Wings or Harpy down. And yeah, even though I said like, oh, you're not that far gone. I mean, we've seen what Goda can do with Amp Bots before. And they're going to do it again. Just spam ducks. Clean up all of this. And if the Revenants... I mean, they're going for the factory. They should be able to get it with the 2 of them. In 2 shots, that is. It's not in 1. Not anymore. Although I don't know if that was possible before the update. One of them going back. The other one, last little shot indeed. Going to take the factory. Or you also going down? It's very close. If the ducks just run forwards, they can probably get it. Though they're not doing that, so Revenant is going to survive. At least it seems like it is. Maybe the pathing is a little bit annoying for you. Slowing down your Revenant doesn't seem like it. So you do need to keep it moving. Currently sitting still, can easily get cleaned up still. Good night. Revenant number 2 is gone. It's a shame. I mean, would they have had a chance? I don't think so. I mean, look at the ducks over here. Moving forwards, are easily able to clean up all of that. And hey, even if these ducks had not cleaned up the Revenant, they would have still been able to move forwards, clean up all of the eco, or move into the base. Base is quite well defended by now, with like a lot of Lotus turrets. But yeah, eco over here is going down, Wasp is going down, all of this has to retreat, should still go down though. And it does indeed. And right now, eco ahead, extraction ahead, military ahead, and attrition ahead for Gotha. So yeah, 3,000 behind for facts. It is not looking good, and I don't think they can recover from this. Jumbot's factory switch. I mean, you can try. You certainly can try. But ducks with their burst damage are not that bad against pyros. Like soul pyros can be burst down by ducks quite easily. If you're a little bit lucky with the jumps. And seems like does gotta have like a auto jump widget or something. And oh, both pyros going down. Too bad. Oh, hitting the tree. And the wasp is still alive, not anymore. Good night. I mean, Vex is trying. They're cleaning up a couple of ducks here and there. Just look at the stream of ducks coming in. How do you deal with that? You don't. Not with a couple of harpies and a couple of pyros. Military value 4.3 thousand versus 6.4. Raptors coming in to deal with the harpies. Commander being surrounded, being cleaned up. And soon it is all over. Because this is one of those clear moments to resign. Commander is gone. Pyro jumps. Yeah, you definitely have a auto jump widget on retreat or something like that. Maybe it's an included widget, I'm not really sure. I just don't think my pyros automatically jump to safety when they try to retreat. But GG. Also before, and yeah, get ducked on. Yeah, good night, Vex. Eco a lot better, but also those first couple of Blastwings already not doing what you wanted is going to hurt you a lot. If you had taken down like a couple more maxes, crippling Gotha's economy more, it might have been good. But since they went super greedy into like triple conch, I think they would have been able to survive anyways. And rebuild too quickly for you. Who is next? I mean, Thrixie Stewart has been running for a while. Happily Chungus also a little bit. And I do think, I mean, Sixie Gotha. Sixie we have not seen, unless I am just being stupid. Missing map file, yeah, sure. Download it then. Thank you. Thanks, game. %, 70%. And wow. This is the lava version of the normally poison map, right? I think so. I mean, it is weird looking. With like glowing purple magma lava. Yeah, trade type lava. I mean, okay. Yeah, it's Z remake. Z normally with the inky black poison. And let's restart that one. No, it is not. It's not going to be ideal since it's missing most of the information from the start now, but it's okay, sure, fine. In the red, we've got Gotha playing as Rovers. Oh, way! As Rovers! Wow! Versus in the blue, playing as Cloakpots, it is Sixie. Not Sixie versus Thrixie, but Sixie versus Gotha. On Z is a very flat map, at least on the Z itself. But you can run around the sides, though these hills are not ideal for rovers, as in... Oh. Look! Not ideal. As in almost... Or it is... you know, it is completely impassable by rovers. They cannot go down there. It's somewhat close in some spots, but they cannot. Over here they can't. There is no path there, but you can probably push a couple through if you have enough of them. But still, mostly going to be on the Z itself for rovers. Whereas of course Cloakbots are able to run along the sides and maybe get into a little bit of eco. Though it's going to take a while before you can see those side maxes go up. Z is also a low eco map. I mean 2.3 each, so above average. But there are very few of them. Your home base has 3 maxes, all 2.3 as well. But like spread out along the entire rest of the map there are like 10 maxes. So yeah. A couple more, but like it's fine. Not many maxes at least. So your home base eco is going to matter a lot, and your commander as well because of it. 16 ecos versus 20, with slightly better value for Garden. Running down, yeah, look. Not ideal for rovers, like totally not ideal. But I don't really think 60 will be able to take advantage of it all that much. It's not really a place you can do a lot. There isn't anything valuable down there, so get a couple of turrets on there, get a radar, just so you can catch them before they try to run up. And over here, same thing. Just have your dart there, and you will know before they go there. The early knowledge, what is it called in the game again? Early warning system, that's it. Fencer coming up for God. Commander in the base creating wind, 0.4 wind floor, so indeed are more efficient than solars. And Fencer are able to start pushing into these glaives slowly but surely. Either force them back or force them to engage with your Scorchers. And I mean, with this number of glaives you might consider it. Though it's still not going to be an amazing fight for you if the rovers are able to get close up. Couple of fencers. Fencer easily outmatches Picket. No real contest there. And there come the Scorchers. Retreating, so dealing some damage already. Not much. And over here Lotus and Dart, so single glaive is not going to get up there. Oh, Fencer going down, retreating with your glaives a little bit, but yeah, no, mostly just a couple of Scorchers going down and a couple of glaives as well. Somewhat even fight, but slightly better for 60. Though the reclaim should all be forgotten if they decide to take one of their Masons forwards. Still, Max not constructed, whereas on 60 side it is. So eco potentially better for them. With the additional eco, energy eco for Garda, they should have the better overdrive, and because of that it will be equal or maybe even positive for them. Have invested also like 600 more into that eco compared to what 60 has. Picket did manage to pick off one fencer. Might pick off a second, though doesn't seem like it will. It does. A good job, Picket. And the Picket line. Picket's of course just like equal range with Fencer, and with this many, they can like alpha like burst down a Fencer, maybe 2. But so with there they come, the Scorchers. Picket line has been demolished. Glaives will now be running along the side. If the rovers want to go there, they have to go all the way along the Z in order to get here. By the time they do, the glaives can just retreat and it's over. But yeah, it's a way to get them out of the middle. The other option is they just decide to push into your base, make it a bit of a base trade, but it's probably going to be advantageous for Gala then. Triple loaders over here as well. Glaives not really slowed down though, so are managing to clean this all up. And then they can try to go into the base, though with 4 Scorchers there, on retreat of course. And more of them coming in quite quickly. Yeah, the Glaives should not really stand a chance, and should really consider retreating. And they are indeed doing that right now. Will you play game? No, I will not play game. Anyways, Commander, under fire. Glaives, normally the counter of course to Fencer. And should be able to clean up at least a couple of them, but you just have so many Fencers. A couple, like 8 Glaives, not enough to clean it all up. Not a lot of value left. Rippers are quite far back, not ideal. But the base for 60 is looking a little bit scary. I mean, it's under a fire. It's under pressure. It really is. Streaming in Glaives one by one, like they can't even get one shot off. And over there, Scorcher is able to clean up the last little Glaive. And now you should be able to just move your Rippers forwards, make sure these fences definitely don't get damaged at all, and just clean up the base. It's sad, but it's going to be another win for Garde. I mean, it makes sense. They're the number 1 for a reason. Even if they don't play the OP Duck Factory, they can just clean up the enemy. Wait for reinforcements, get all of the reclaim, and there is a lot of it. 600, 700 there, another 900 here. And GG from 60, and they know it. Good job, Garde. And hey, that's more like it. You finally found the correct image. Good job. Anyways, I think this is going to be the last match with that overlay. Because I think we know how it works, what it looks like. To make a bit of a judgment on it. And yeah. You held up okay the first couple of minutes. It's just, yeah, no one can handle Garde. 60 in queue, as was Garde and Chungus. Which means we've got a couple people 4 minutes in. And this one is about to start as well. Chungus, this time around you're not going for a Fencer rush, I assume. The others, I mean 60 is in queue, no one else is, and the others, I mean we haven't seen a Tastic, but like the Fight Club dungeon, it's been running for quite a while. So I don't want to jump in halfway through. It's also on a map that most people hate, or at least some people hate. So let's not join that one. And I am going to say a message. Probably not. Don't look. I don't want my DMs leaked. My Chungus DMs. Also, Chungus, no spec cheating, right? No watching the stream. I didn't put a delay on it because it's not a tournament. I don't think people are going to be that sweaty. I don't think so. But maybe they are. I hope they don't. Hey Twitch, why are you so... well... slow? I mean, there are 3 people there, but they're not in fact commenting. It's all on the YouTube side. Ah well. And hey, it is on a map that I, well, actually watched a little bit of today, earlier today, with the Trocom main character syndrome thingy. So, we've got a 1 versus 1 between, in the blue, it is the Chungus with Cloakbots and an Engineer Commander with Imps as their blueprint versus, looking the wrong way, Jumpbot Factory, scuffed indeed, for Garde, jumping into action with a Strike Commander. so no blueprints for them. Are you going to take it forwards into the fight? It's an option, it definitely is. It just doesn't really make the most sense to me. And also, I forgot to turn off this one. This is now going to look a little bit scuffed as well, since I have to turn this one back on, which also probably doesn't really like that. I mean, it doesn't really matter that much. And we can now also take the wind strength 1 on again. Right, good. So, firstly, Gora with good attrition. I mean, taking down 1 glaive with your puppy. A very good rate indeed, 144% attrition. I mean, factory being the wrong way, it doesn't matter all that much. And Pyro shoot. Well, should be able to clean up 4 glaives, that might be a little ambitious. But with double puppy or like triple puppy close by, it should be possible. And that's because we're listening to your cousin. Hey! That's fine, of course. Anyways. Pyro, not really engaging. I mean, doesn't really need to. Just have your commander expand. Have your constable expand. And why are you going wind? I mean, 0.4 wind floor anyways. So not bad at all. Commander over here, making a radar. It's fine. Radar over there as well. I mean, this one is a little... I mean, it is redundant. Since you've got your commander over here as well. It is slightly longer range than your commander's radar. If you look at the minimap, you can easily see that. But it's also, like, not really something you need. And, oh, the goose has paused. Mouse died. What? The resurrection on your mouse was very quick. And all of the glaives gone. Mouse died. Unpaused. Huh? You good? Wireless mouse. GG. That was very quick. At the same time, I mean, Gora probably would have won that, though Jungle's economy was good. It was just that, with the cleanup there, giving like another like 100 eco reclaim to Gora, probably would have been very nice for Gora. Army value, of course, way better as well. Not way better, a little bit better. Is that really such a small difference? I mean, yeah, there's still 6 glaives on the field. It's fine. So, are we finally able to watch a toasty? I mean, a toasty. 9 minutes in, not amazing. This one 2.5, 3 minutes in. And Gora versus Stuart are running. Yes. I don't know how long that one's going to take, so I think it is time to just go here and watch Gora versus Stuart. I'm quickly going to be checking what kind of matches I've got left, because otherwise it might be the last Fight Club one. So, I mean, these are all relatively long matches, yeah. Okay, I guess I'll keep casting a couple more Fight Club matches then. Yeah, okay. Get that one out of there, okay. Stuart has already landed. Is going for some wind, okay. I mean, it makes sense, right? 0.7 wind floor over here in the home base, with 0.8 up high. So already really efficient in the home base, and then even more efficient on the little plateau. Astrope, is that Astran? I think so. Not sure. Anyways, good fun, have luck. Gora doesn't need luck. They have the engineer, and are also going for amphibians, I assume. Once again, right? No, cloakbots. I mean, it is a bit of a cloaky map, but sure. Anyways, in the red, we've got cloakbots for Gora. Versus in the blue, no longer plot, it is Stuart 98 with rovers. Stuart, of course, going for wind. I assume Gada is also going for wind. Indeed, they are, just in a different location. And, well, the placement for Gada is questionable. But I know they're going to make it work. That's the thing about the pro, the real pro. You can't really judge, right? I mean, they use their conjurer to build up here in order to get the commander forwards faster, though I was about to say that's a very aggressive commander. But it's fine. They are actually just going for metal attackers. So indeed, yeah, that's what I mean. They will have their commander forwards faster, whereas Stuart has to be expanding with their Mason. Is a little bit more vulnerable than the commander, of course. And already, triple max over there. Fourth one about to go up. Whereas here, third one is not even up. They're way ahead in energy, especially because these are all 2.5 right now. They don't really need all of that energy. But yeah. Gada already expanding quite a lot more. And you can slightly see it in the energy. Of course, the overdrive is giving Stuart a bit of overdrive metal as well. And over here, not going to lose any of their glaives yet. Glaives are going to heal up. While the Scorchers are not. Or like, yeah, Scorcher and Dot. Raider going up. Okay. And already, well, significant glaive numbers for Gada. Also, 4 energy ahead right now. Because, well, 1.4 eco. Not bad, of course. But also, like, not nearly as much energy and overdrive as they had before. Glaives are running through. Over here, single Scorcher and soon to be Lotus. Should probably be able to hold on, especially with the reinforcements coming in. And over here, well, Commander is easily able to hold on against a Dot and a single Scorcher. And over here, well, one glaive seems to have gone down. Yes, indeed. But the Scorcher and Dot also not in a very good position, right? I mean, over here, you might be able to get one glaive, but unlikely. Actually, kinda likely, since the glaives weren't fighting. And were slowed down, you get both of them. Nicely done, Stuart. And over here, with the glaives trying to run away, not the best fight, but still going to be a good fight. Cleaning up all of the Scorchers. 300 versus only losing one glaive, so 65 metal lost for Gada. Currently, eco, really similar, but slightly ahead for Stuart. Slightly better energy eco for them as well. But over here, should be losing another Scorcher right now, indeed they do. Does cost Gada one glaive, but that's not a huge price to pay. And over here, Gada is just running past. Going to make sure they are not getting all of that eco. Sneaky. But yeah, shouldn't be able to... I mean, they do have good glaive numbers there. The issue is just that they were very close to those Scorchers. So yeah, not an amazing fight. I mean, you did make 200 cost. Like 135 cost. Made. But yeah. Over here does get the surround on those fences. Scorchers can just defend one side. So Scorchers and fences both going down. Mason is going to go down as well. Indeed it is. Ripper too slow. And that means Scorchers, glaives moving forwards, though running into the next Ripper, so cannot pass. Can get pincered though, maybe? It doesn't look like they are going to get pincered. Though over here, these three should be cleaned up. Bit of a waste of a dart maybe. Don't think it needed to go down. And here they do manage to take another Raider. And Ripper is a little unfortunate to not get any of the glaives there, I think. But oh well. I mean, glaives have been pushed away. You do get quite a lot of reclaim for 500. But over here, Cloakbouts reverse running forwards, pushing into a little bit of eco. though are of course countered by Fencer. Glaives here are slowed down, will be able to pick off the Fencer since Ripper is just too slow and too far away. But you don't want to keep moving forwards because then the Ripper does start blasting. Down south, Commander for Stuart is forwards, is going to take the position and is doing quite well on map control. At the same time though, Gara also taking the enemy corner. At least generally this is the corner taken by like southwest, whereas this one is by northeast. At least that's from what I've seen pretty much every single time. Though of course there is no real reason why that's the case. This though, I mean that's a lot of idle value. Look at that 1500 value just sitting there. Single Ripper might have been able to do a good job. I mean, no, not really. Losing in attrition there. And over here, well, those two Reavers just running around, healing up in a couple of seconds. 20 per second on these Reavers. Not as good as on Glaives, at least relatively speaking. But still does heal up quite quickly. By now, eco for Stuart only 19. This has been cleaned up, that's been denied. And even the reclaim, they're not getting it. I mean, they're soon going to get that, you would assume. But that's assuming that the Mason does not go down. But it does. That is a bit of an issue. Over here, Ripper exposed, will be cleaned up by the Ronins. And there it's about to go, right? Indeed, there it goes. Here though, Dart is annoying, yet it doesn't have that good DPS, and there are a lot of Glaives incoming. So does it get it? No, it doesn't. Gotta Exodus for them, but also in the enemy base with triple, or now double Reaver. Not going to do a whole lot. I mean, putting a lot of damage into Assault. Into Ravager, so not doing a lot. This one has to retreat because otherwise it just dies to a single rocket or missile. And the other one, same thing, so has to retreat as well. Over here though, with this many Ronins, you should really be able to get that Ripper, though you're not. Glaive's not really going to get it either. I mean, you managed to get it, you managed to clean it up. But look at the value, 1,000 more killed by Stuart. All of a sudden, attrition really quite similar, only 114%. Whereas on this side, Ripper Ravager, one of the classic wacky compositions, moving in and cleaning up a little bit of eco. Not that much. And if the Ripper is not forwards, these Glaives might be able to clean up your Ravagers though. I mean still. 9 Glaives, if used correctly, can clean up a Ripper. Don't think it's going to happen though. And indeed they are now retreating. More Glaives coming in. Now a couple of Ronins as well, and once the Ronins arrive, yeah, then the Ripper is just countered. A pretty hard counter even. Not really, but yeah. I'd say so. Hey guys, hey Logics. And Metal Extractor over here, it does get cleaned up. Conjurer is unlikely to get cleaned up. And over here though, Commander, under fire by Ronins, soon at least. And really should be cleaned up. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. And Glaives could be taking these Fencers now. Ripper is still quite far away. But doesn't seem like they're going to try and get them. Now, Glaives moving forwards and taking the Commander though. Don't lose them in the process, because then your Ronins are vulnerable. You don't have many Glaives left over here. Though, of course, you do have a lot of them on the field. So, should be able to reinforce that quite quickly. Your own Commander moving forwards. Stinger is up. Though, not really moving forwards, since it's idle. Not ideal. And all of the Ronins being cleaned up. A lot of reclaim here though. And yeah, you've got a good push going. You've not really got anything to reclaim. if Gotha wants to, they can indeed take their commander back and start building up a little bit of defense maybe, or just start reclaiming. And same over here, almost 900. Another 300 there, or 500 there. So Gotha really can be swimming in that reclaim. Yeah. Swimming in reclaim and just take the match through superior eco. It's kind of similar, sometimes even ahead by Stuart through reclaim. But once these units have been cleaned up, Gotha really should have the advantage. They're not making any caretakers or conjurers though, which is kind of surprising to me. Position forward seems open, but Stinger is quite good against Fencer. Even like according to the wiki, it's one of the counters to Fencer Rush, for instance. And WTF, did she lose a lot of value here? Not really. I don't know what the WTF is for. And Ronin is really hard for Rover. It really is, yeah. Fencer is pretty good against him, but also not great. Because it also has to stop the fire and all that. So it can't dodge Ronin shots like other factories could. Ravager is pretty good though, especially because there are no glaives here. Nothing to deal with the Ravagers. And Imp going forward, okay. Ping. Who was pinging? That's Fapital or Steofan. I don't know who. Oh, that's Fapital. Right. But a moment. I mean, still a lot of reclaim. I don't know why Gotha is not really going for it. I mean, they are sending out one conjurer now. But like, that's still not that much. Over here though. Yeah, this kind of seems game, honestly. Glaives moving forwards, no Rippers close, no Scorchers, no dodge, nothing. And they are in your base. I mean, you do have double Ripper now. And firing down the ramp, it's definitely a very good time to be a Ripper there. You're just surrounded. Glaives can push into all of this eco. Since, well, pretty much none of it is defended all that much. I mean, singular Lotus in some places, I mean, yeah. 19 glaives just going there, should be cleaning up all up, and this should contain you in your base. Impaler, it's to deal with the Stinger. I guess it works, it's not ideal. Especially because you don't really gain anything from taking this singular max. It's not as if the Stinger really defends a large area. So I don't know why you really felt like you needed to invest 700 in an Impaler to take it down. Especially because you were already suffering against, well, Ronin, Glaive, all of that from Gotha. Equin North in the top left is all going down as well. I mean, it's the same as your whole setup over here, right? It's not really defending anything. That's the same as how I feel about the Stinger here. It doesn't give that much extra map control to Gotha. And just like Gotha is ignoring this, you probably should have just ignored the singular Stinger. Impaler has already gone down. And there they are, the Glaives to finish off the match. Fusion should go down, Factory should go down. And Factory is about to go down. I know the commander from Gotha is under fire as well, at least should be. And there goes the Factory, there it goes. Way closer than I thought it should have been. But still, GG from Stuart in. And GG. Ripper did very well. I think that was the Ripper over here then. Wouldn't surprise me one bit. Eco, actually a lot more similar than I thought it would be. But that's probably also because there is still 2000 reclaim over there that Gotha has not been getting. Attrition really good from Gotha, and that's just what snowballed. Army, very good. Defense, not a lot difference. Not a big difference, no it isn't. Yeah, value killed. Keeping your units alive is a good thing. Right, custom game. How is Atastic doing? Where is Atastic? No, 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 that's not Atastic. No, no, Atastic, you're 12 minutes in. You're still going. No. Oh well. But, oh, Airstroup is just Airstroup. Okay. I don't know Airstroup. Never heard of it. This one game. Close. Okay. Yeah, okay. I mean, Astron is also not online, so makes sense. Silly. No. Fight Club. 9 seconds for 6E versus Goda. 4 minutes on you, 13 minutes on you. I mean, I don't want to open it with the idea that it's probably going to end soon-ish. But also, like, we've seen 6E, Goda, and all that play quite a lot before, or at least already. I also just don't want to wait for this one to end. So, Goda it is. This is, I think, unless Atastic like just finishes one match, is going to be the last one I'm going to be recording, streaming, and all that, casting. It is once again on a new map, at least new for me. It is the global warming variant of the... Oh, I don't remember the name of the map, so it's not going to make sense. The one with the river running through it. Anyways, we've got a 1 versus 1 between, in the blue, it is 6E with Engineer Commander and Hovercraft. Going for Blueprint Scallop. Versus in the red is Amphibots. Who coulda thunk it? It is a Goda. I mean, after the last couple of matches we've seen from Goda, it makes a lot more sense. Or at least, it's not as obvious they would be going Amphibots. But still. Also, spawning in a very sensible location for once. And going double conch immediately. I mean, it is greedy. But they can probably get away with it. It's a relatively large map, so even a single dart dagger is going to take quite a while before it gets to your base. So I think it's sensible to go double conch. It's something you can probably get away with. Going to run all this way? With your Quill? I mean, Quill is the fastest land-based constructor, I think. So it doesn't cost you that much time. It's still a little bit of idle time. I don't think would have been necessary. Take your commander this way, take your Quill that way, and you can get 1 or maybe even 2 maxes earlier. And there it is, the dart spam from God already coming in. Still really similar eco. Dagger is just not a DPS unit, it's like 39 DPS if I remember correctly, yes indeed. So yeah, taking down 1 metal extract is going to take an hour with a dagger. Like almost 20 seconds, like 18 seconds? I don't want to do math right now. Anyways, Dagger Ball is a lot more scary though. I mean, it is a burst of 550, more than enough to burst down a single dagger, and they have pass-through, so if you've got clumped up ducks, they all die. This though, yeah, you do slow down quite a lot on that hill. Oh yeah. Something the ducks do not have to deal with, but still, getting in close, killing a duck. Issue. Duck is also energy. Oh yeah, 6E is not doing too hot on energy. Duck is also burst damage, so as with Dagger, yeah, ducks also clean up the enemy raider really quickly. Over here, they're going to solve your energy problem for you. They're going to clean up your metal extractors. 6E, learn to control W. W? Control. It immediately places a solar with each one of your maxes, and you will never struggle with energy again. Almost never struggle. Bulkhead on a hill. Good luck countering that with Lotus. It's not going to happen. 6E, I think it's over. I mean, I'm now really early to call it, but like, yeah, still not getting up any additional energy. Will is effectively idle, right? I mean, it is constructing a Lotus, but that's it. Do these rocks? No, the rocks only have metal in them. Trees do have quite a bit of energy, 25 each. So harvesting the natural resources, plundering the lands, could be an option to get you out of that energy stall for now. Though I don't think you're going to do that. Even in your home base, seems like you've got quite a lot of energy through them. Let's see how much you do have over here, right? Just this area, 150, 160, and that's not that much then. And one clump is 255. Yeah, not that much energy. And over here, Bulkhead, cleaning up your metal. So energy is definitely not going to be an issue in the future. Really, you completely forgot about your energy. Just your 2 standard old starting solars. It is not enough. I mean, even Gada doesn't have good energy right now. But it's enough, right? Even down to 14 metal, you don't have enough energy. Caretakers are not going to fix your problems. I mean, you're going to construct some solars in the future, in the far future, because it's after Caretaker and triple max. By that time, you're dead. So, GG, I mean, that's the right thing to do. Just give up. There really was no chance. Double value after 5 minutes. Good job, Gada. You roasted one. You bird one player up once again. Where they at? Gada? Atastic. Oh. Yes. I don't want to leave. Yes, thank you. 19 megabytes. Please download faster. Why is it so slow today? I don't know. Logics. If he was able to balance energy with metal, he definitely would have won this. I don't know. You're facing off against Gada. Yeah, I mean, would be nice to win against Gada. I just don't think it really would have happened. I don't think so. But that definitely would have been a chance. With that 12 energy, there just was no chance at all. And it is Myopic and Atastic. Oh no. And army advantage. Yes, but if you were looking at like Gada's base, I don't think they were taking good fights over there. Gada's attrition was like even before 150%, I believe. So yes, they did have the army advantage. Gada was just seemingly taking better fights. Though I don't know for sure, since it's not what I was focusing on. Anyways, we've got a match with 2 players we haven't seen. So, we've got a 1 versus 1 between in the blue. It is Atastic with Engineer Commander going for no blueprint. At least like no manually selected blueprint. Rovers in the blue versus in the red. A factory we did not see today. At least not in a 1v1. It is Myopic with tanks. On a map which is a little bit of a hill, though. Well, crater actually, not a hill. But there is not a lot really to worry about. I mean, even tanks and rovers do not really slow down. Not much, at least. There is quite a lot of reclaim on the field. 130 for quite a couple of those rocks, with 40 for the small ones. And once again, Myopic with the setting enabled, the fire towards an enemy. Going to have a good time with their Kadachi fights. At least you would assume so. Over there, Commander, just making a little bit of maxes. Okay. Already better energy than 60 with a triple solar. Dot running laps around Kadachi. I mean, it is a lot faster. So it should be able to survive that without issues. And over here, Kadachi still alive, healing up. but shouldn't be able to accomplish anything in terms of raiding, at least not right now with all of those Scorchers there. And double Mason already. I mean, going to for a little bit of reclaim with one of them, the other one is not. 60 reclaim. You seem to have cancelled one of your Kodachis then, I guess. I guess so. I mean, it's fine. Going for the welder now because you are now constructorless, except for your commander, of course, which does slow you down quite a bit compared to double Mason from the enemy. Kodachi up north, very low HP, but not yet dead, though now it is. Scorcher, even though it doesn't do much DPS when at max range, as in like 0 or 1, I'm not sure what its DPS is, when it's like at the very last elmo of its range. But still enough to take down such a heavily damaged Kodachi. Triple Mason, I mean that might just be a little bit too much. Especially because you're not reclaiming with them. I'm surprised reclaim is so insignificant for them. I mean, there is a lot on this map. Let's see how much, like 300, 400, 500. Maybe it's not as much as I thought. Still early game, yeah, it is quite spread out. That's probably the main issue. Yes, there is a lot of reclaim. It's just all over the place. You can't really just get it all with a single constructor, like you would on a couple of other maps. So you are now reclaiming. Good. That's validating my claims and all that. Right. Okay, yeah, that should also be achievable for vehicles. Getting down to the geothermals. Little bit of a ramp, or like a raised terrain there for with the commander. Having to, well, forcing the rovers to go around. And over here, Kodachi kinda caught out, but still, I mean, you did got 2 of the dots, which is better than you probably should have got. Since 1 dot, 1 Scorcher is easily, well, is normally able to 1v1, well, 2v1 I guess technically, a Kodachi, take down a Kodachi. Myopic is being contained in the base, way down on eco by now. So, way down, but that is reclaim. So, 17 to 30-ish, because they are also reclaiming. But yeah, look at the map control by Tostic. Double Mason running around. And they are indeed control Wing. They know the power. They know how not to energy stall. No E-stall for them. Anyways, on Myopic side, we've got Blitz and soon Ogre out. Do I like that? Going both Blitz and Ogre on low eco? I don't think so. I think the map is too open for that. So either you need to be cutting off some lanes, just like you've done here with your commander, or I don't like it. One of those two. Over here now you've got a lot of enemy rovers to deal with. Army value right now, way better for a Tostic. Already like 800 ahead or so, 900. And over here, yeah, your Kodachis are going to take 1, probably 2 Kodachis, Fencers, but no more. And Fencer is only 145 cost. So going 1-to-1 with Kodachi is actually good. It's surprising, but yeah, the Raider is cheaper than the Skirm support. Over here, Kodachi isn't raiding nicely though, because the Tostic, yeah, they've got a solar panel with each of their maxes. They don't have any loaders. Well, they're over here. Not really damaging the Scorchers all that much, but is able to soak enough for the Ogre to get in range and clean up all 3 soon. Yes, there, of the Scorchers. The Scorchers here have cleaned up both Kodachis. So the rest of the base will be saved. That's a lot of army. Still like 10 eco behind for Myopic. Down in attrition. And also way down in army. Yeah, you've got 1 Minotaur and 1 Ogre. But that's it. It's all centralized in like 2 units. Minotaur also like, well, Minotaur and Ogre both pretty much hard countered by Dominatrix, especially if the Dominatrix is able to retreat. Minotaur is really good against Fencer though, because Fencer does not really have any DPS. So Minotaur is just able to clean them up very nicely. So yeah, Scorchers moving in, surrounding, not really getting hit by the AoE from the Ogre. And we'll soon be cleaning up the Minotaur is, well, there it goes. Good. Now that you have a total army of 1 Blitz, you're going to hold on. Huh. Okay, didn't see that one coming. I did not. Okay. You have to pull one out of your hat now, Meopic. Not even overdriving this Metal Extractor, that's a bit of a shame. Yeah, really, I don't see it. I guess they feel like they've got, maybe have a chance because they've got a decent foothold on like the entire south of the map. And they've got their fusion. Because of that they are like only 10 metal behind. Through superior overdrive. I mean, Atastic only has like 4 if they're lucky, whereas you have a total of 10 overdrive without too many issues. And I still need to learn how to expand. And Myopic does indeed give up. Way better. 50% more metal produced by Atastic. And total value also just better because of, well, aim value killed was somewhat similar. But in that case, yeah, indeed, Eco was just holding Atastic up. 1200 reclaim. Oh, only 170 for Myopic, really not a lot. Overdrive, because of the fusion, was better for them. Could have been significantly better than this even. Had they, well, at least had that 3rd max link to the grid. They did not. And maybe a little bit too early with your defense, I don't know. It just, yeah. Behind in Eco does not end up winning them the game. Too bad. Atastic Mahutsukai. You know what, this is going to be the very last one, yes. Last match. It is. This is going to be the last one. We haven't really seen Atastic fight yet. Not much, like 1 match. And we have not seen Mahutsukai at all. I don't think I've ever seen him actually. Giofan, it's too bad. Puris, it's too bad. We're not going to see you today. Because this is going to be the last one. That's a lot of shield. A lot of shield, a lot of Nimbus. But also a lot of chickens. This is reptilian battlefield. Bit of a dark map. Dark green. What do you have? Notification? What's the notification? Oh, that's the notification. That's not a big deal. Okay. True. Jump Factory versus no factory, because they are not yet here. It's still a red player name. What do we have here? Rocks, ancient biological component. 50 energy only for such a large thing. A sphere of good colors. I have no idea what this is. Or what it is even like supposed to represent. Some kind of biological component. Bioluminescent, I guess, but I don't know what it is. Anyways, red is now here, so we are about to start. They have chosen an engineer commander, because what commander would you choose elsewhere? Yeah, there's no real commander you would choose otherwise. Commander is pretty much fixed these days. But okay. We've got a 1 versus 1 between in the red Maho Tsukai with an engineer commander and a Cloakbot factory. Going for Conjurer first, singular one, it seems. Okay. This is in the blue Jump factory. We saw it in the pre-game. It is a Tostek jumping into action with their Constable. Double Constable for them into Puppy, then Pyro. That's a little bit greedy maybe, but I mean, there is quite a lot of reclaim. Over here there is 114, 150 it was before. So yeah, getting a total of 300 extra reclaim, whereas the enemy is just going into metal extractors early. Going to set them back at least a little bit. Over here, another 150 reclaim for a Tostek. So yeah, you got 2 constables up, which is normally kind of expensive, but it's already generating you 10 metal per second, whereas yeah, the enemy, since they're going for metal extractors, a lot slower to expand. 2 glaives, not going to be enough against Lotus and soon to be Pyro as well. Constable has a little bit of damage itself, so might even be able to kill this glaive. Though that does take a couple of shots, and just that 1 second regen from the glaive is enough to keep it alive. Constable also alive though, because it jumped out in time. And Pyro now chasing the glaives. Glaives will be healing up, so might be able to take the Constable, though I don't think so. Couple more glaives running around. Imp already, I mean... Imp can be good, let's phrase it like that. Imp can be good. It's only 125 cost, so if you can kill a Pyro without losing any glaives because of the Imp, it is a good trade. And because of the hills, the enemy Pyros are unlikely to really run over the hills intentionally, because they do slow down on them. So there are quite a lot of choke points on the map where you can position your imps. So it is not an awful idea, it's just going to be kind of difficult to execute it, because it is also a large map, so a singular imp or even 2 imps are not going to hold off every single lane. And for now, it is just idle value. Double Pyro, double Puppy moving forwards. Puppy's also could quite easily uncover the imp, or it just runs around, being uncovered and all that. Puppy just barely not in range, now it doesn't see it and kills it. And all of a sudden, that's a wasted imp, because Puppy is only 45 cost. These 3 glaives though, were able to clean up a 1 metal extractor already, or even able to distract like 300-ish value, 265. So as long as they... that's a waste of 1 glaive. I mean, it's also unlucky. It is a bit difficult to, well, make sure the Puppy doesn't jump. Over here, good trade once again by Red. And they are, by now, since all of the reclaim has dried up, ahead in Ego. By 6. Sure. That's quite a lot. The Tostek attrition still slightly positive. That's not enough. Just 5 glaives are not enough to clean up the commander. First glaive is about to go down, indeed it does. And Imp, it's nice, it's 2500 burst, but that's not enough to stun the commander. You would need 2 of them. And I'm not sure how the Imp stun falls off with distance. Like AoE radius from, well, Snitch or something else. Not sure if it is falling off the same way. So I don't think you're going to get the full 2500 on the commander anyways. So even 2 are unlikely to stun the commander for any significant amount of time. If at all. Commander here, running forwards, but it's into a single Lotus, so not a big deal. Here, Raider Riot Pyro is going to cook all of those glaives. I mean, you still don't have enough glaives to deal with the commander. You overextend and you lose a lot of your units. 730 value made, or like 500 value made for a Tostek. Also, all of that juicy reclaim, 250, going for them. You do now have a double imp there, but as I said before, it's going to be difficult to engage well with them in order to stun commander. Don't think that's going to happen. Puppies are not really going to be going over here, since most of the reclaim is already gone. And over here, this could be good, but you're unlikely. Yeah, you stun one pyro for 15 seconds, so that's still a good stun. Still though, yeah, you've only got 2 glaives close, 2 more pyros to cover, and more pyros coming in even. So yes, you've got eco, very good even. Still struggling with energy, but still. Yeah, 5 pyros in your base. Come on. Factory could very soon go down. This Lotus can be outranged by the pyros if they just sit on this side. They can melt that factory. Burn it, melt it, roast it, and there it goes. Yeah, you've got your commander. You do. You do have a couple of Ronins, but Ronins are easily countered by puppies. And if you want to, you can probably get those puppies into range over here of all of that reclaim. Yeah, there are a couple of Lotus, but you can clean those up with either your moderators or your pyros. And then you can have an army of puppies. Factory is going up quickly, but still. Energy, only 18. So you can't even really push all of your metal in there. And red just gives up. Makes sense. Metal produced was better for them. But army value, look at that. They never got past like 800 army value. Maybe 1000, barely. Because of that, value killed. Way better for the Tostic the entire game. And total value, yeah. They were never really in any contest. So it's a short one. It's a 6-minute match, but that is going to be the last one. So I'm going to say to you, thank you for watching. It's been a while since I last streamed. But it was definitely a lot of fun. A lot of matches. Lot of Fight Club today. With, I believe, 2 small team games just before that. I believe Twitch has something along the lines of a rating function that I don't think I've ever really used. Creator dashboard, I think. Stream manager, I think. We've got a total of 3 viewers. And I can now indeed say raid channel. And that is indeed something I can do. I don't think there is anyone streaming 0k, right? No, there is not, except for myself. So I will throw the whole 3 of you into Doge Draws the Legend Cost. Thank you very much, though you are a little bit too late. It's going to be time for at least 3 whole Twitch viewers to start raiding into Beyond All Reason, which we are unable to raid. So I guess I'm just going to be ending the stream, since apparently you can't do that. I don't know why. I have no idea. What? Does not has not raided you. Yeah. I don't know what the reason is. I'm going to just click the button once again. But I'm unable to do it. So in that case, indeed, I am just going to say a goodbye, a good night, or whatever time it is for you right now. You're going to likely see these matches also on the YouTube channel later. As individual matches rather than full-on stream. Anyways, that's it.